Hi, it's James here, and here to talk about the next Daily Drumming Influence Revisited. Remember, these were originally posted in 2012. I'm doing an order. The order is not a best to worst or anything like that, but more of a when I became familiar with them in my life. So today, it is for Ian Paice from Deep Purple. I love Ian Pace's drumming. He's got a little bit of a lilt or a little swing to everything he plays. Also, kind of a good hybrid between the old school jazz licks and rudimental things on the snare, mixed in with some of the toms and bottom type things and whatnot between the kick and the snare and the toms. I've always been a fan of Deep Purple. I think Ian Pace does some of the coolest stuff ever. Probably one of the first people I ever saw or heard of doing what many people now call a gravity blast or whatever, where they're doing the roll on the snare drum with one stick by hitting the rim and going back and forth. I think Ian Pace did that years and years ago. Again, like when he does some of his soloing thing, he really goes old school with like sometimes 8 notes on the hi-hat or quarters on the bass, and he just kind of rambles on the snare, and then he starts throwing it in and whatnot. He's got a little bit of a whipping motion when he plays. It's really cool. And again, he's got a little bit of a swing to his playing. I'm a huge fan of going all the way back to Hush. Of course, everybody knows Smoke on the Water and stuff like that. But, I think it's called Machine Head. It was a great album. And then you go back and they had a live album, I believe. It might have been called Made in Japan. I'd have to look it up. I can't put it as a perfect album because I don't allow live albums to be on there. But, Deep Purple is one of those bands that have been around forever and should have a lot more recognition. They do. And Ian Pace, to me, one of the best drummers out there and a definite influence on me and the drummer for the day, Ian Pace.